Hey, it's Clark Bartram bringing you the SciFit Supplement Review Show. Now let me tell you what we're going to be doing on the SciFit Supplement Review Show. We're going to be reviewing SciFit supplements, yes. So what I'm going to do is bring you Mr. Jim Versalati. There are over 600 items in his supplement lineup. And what we're going to attempt to do is to educate you on what these products will do for you. All right, welcome back to the SciFit Supplement Review Show. Okay, everyone asks me about creatine.
Sure.
I mean, it seems to be the big product on the market today, and you know, we hear all this stuff about cramping, bloating. That's creatine right there, huh? All right.
Yeah, that's a lot of creatine, Clark.
You're just wasting it, man. What are you doing, dude? That's expensive stuff. People want that right there. They're like, why is this guy dumping creatine out?
You know, the crazy thing is all that creatine, the creatine equivalent, is in that little bottle in your hand.
So how much does that weigh? Is that a pound or is that a half a pound?
It's 1,000 grams.
1,000 grams.
Yep. 1,000 grams of creatine. Creatine is good. It did an amazing job for a lot of companies for a lot of years and for a lot of athletes. But in 2001, somebody came out with something a heck of a lot better, and that's Kre-Alkalyn.
Kre-Alkalyn, baby.
Yeah, Kre-Alkalyn, what's amazingly enough is that this product has been our best-selling product that we've ever had.
Out of 600 products, you mean you tell me this one right here sold better than anything you've ever had?
Not only better than the 600, but back in the days of ephedra and all the andros, which we rightly or wrongly led the way, this outsold everything.
Really?
Okay. The numbers.
Why? I mean, people want to. What's the difference between creatine that everyone's used, that I've used, you've used?
Absolutely.
Why is Kre-Alkalyn better? What's the deal?
Well, Kre-Alkalyn is the brilliant idea and the brilliant patent by a fellow named Jeff Galene.
Okay.
He did a lot of years worth of research and he introduced it to the market in 2001. The key with it is the fact that it's pH buffer. So it's got a very high pH. We're not going to get into too much science.
Yeah, we need to keep this on the layman's level here. So pH meaning
it gets through the stomach intact.
Okay.
And it absorbs it 100% through the small intestine, with no conversion to any of the nasty byproducts.
Compared to this, what would be the percentage on this that would get through?
Maybe 10%.
Really?
10% would get through. So the other 90% is why people would have the issues with bloating and cramping and sometimes some other nasty things which we don't want to talk about.
Dehydration, all sorts of things.
Exactly.
Right.
So literally, each 1 gram of Kre-Alkalyn is equivalent to 10 grams of creatine monohydrate. So
you could spend less money and get more, not more product, but get more out of the product that you're using.
You're going to get 100% out of the product. And that bottle is a 2-month supply. It's unbeatable.
Really?
And that's why, since we introduced it to market in 2003, SciFit has led the way. Kre-Alkalyn has led the way. It's as well as it's safe. Kids, women, athletes, non-athletes.
So this, you won't dehydrate, you won't cramp, you won't bloat, or any of those side effects. Because that honestly is what people are concerned about out there. You know, you hear about athletes that are cramping, and you know all these bad things that are happening to people that we don't want to talk about, and you know, people avoid using this type of product for that reason. So this is taking care of all that.
Absolutely.
Now, it's because of the acidic environment in the stomach, right? That's really what happens. Any one of these products that we take here, when they get into that acid environment, it really...
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge.
That's the challenge. And I undertook that knowing that andro was going to go out the window, which was, you know, once again, with SciFit's easy money in the late 90s, early 2000s. Knowing that was going to happen, you had a couple choices here. You could either come up with new ingredients, which under the acts which govern our industry, very difficult to do, or you could take a look at how do you get the existing ingredients, which are very good, but how do you get them to absorb that much better? Kre-Alkalyn and the delivery system that takes Kre-Alkalyn answer all the problems.
So women could use this too then, because they're not going to bloat or anything?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if someone doesn't know, what is creatine going to do for the body? I think that's really important. We're assuming that everybody knows everything about, you know,
right,
what creatine does. So let's not assume that, and tell the wonderful people out there what they want to know.
Yeah, creatine, it makes up the most basic energy system within the body. So for any sort of endurance event, generally 10 seconds or less, for strength, for power, creatine is what's going to be fueling that. The trouble is you're limited in the amount of creatine that's stored within your muscle tissue, which is where you need it, by the amount of red meat that you need. So to have a good basic amount of creatine for any athlete, you would need to eat 5 pounds of red meat a day
Or one of those dogs that's barking outside there?
Yeah, there are some dogs next door. Yeah, I suppose you could give that a go.
Okay.
Or take, one Kre-Alkalyn pill.
All right, good. Sorry, all you dog lovers. It was just a joke to cover the fact that there are dogs barking in the background, so I was just trying to be funny.
By all means, send all your letters to clarkbartram.com. I'm good.
Yeah, okay. So, bottom line is, we don't want you to let all your product go up in smoke. We want you to invest money into a product that you're going to get more bang for your buck, more absorption, more results, and more muscle, baby. It's the bottom line, right?
And the absolute coolest thing is that once you understand Kre-Alkalyn, you're going to understand the entire philosophy behind SciFit.
And that's what we're going to continue to talk about right here on the SciFit Supplement Review Show. So be sure to come back and learn more about your favorite supplements.
Thank you.